Have you ever found yourself in a moment so heavy, so filled with questions, that you just looked up and asked, "Why me?" There was a woman named Sarah who lived in that very question. Day after day, it seemed like the world was conspiring against her. First, she lost her job, a position she had worked so hard to secure. Then, her health began to falter, with one ailment after another chipping away at her energy and spirit. Her peace of mind? That felt like a distant memory, replaced by a constant hum of anxiety and worry. The weight of it all was crushing. Sarah spent her days replaying every wrong turn, every misfortune, asking Allah, "Why is my path filled with so much hardship? What have I done to deserve this?" Her prayers felt like they were hitting a ceiling, echoing back unanswered. The silence was deafening, and her heart grew heavier with each passing day. She saw others living lives that seemed so effortless, so blessed, and it only deepened her own sense of isolation and despair. She felt lost in a storm with no end in sight. One night, the burden became too much to bear. She fell into sujud, her forehead pressed to the prayer mat, and the tears she had been holding back finally broke free. They weren't just tears of sadness. They were tears of frustration, of exhaustion, of a soul that felt completely broken. In that moment of absolute vulnerability, between sobs, a whisper escaped her lips. "Ya Allah, despite everything, I still trust you. I don't understand, but I still trust you." She repeated it, not as a plea, but as a declaration. In that instant, something shifted. Her problems didn't magically disappear. Her job wasn't suddenly reinstated, her health wasn't instantly restored. But a profound sense of peace washed over her heart, a lightness she hadn't felt in months. She realized her tears weren't a sign of weakness, they were a part of her test. She had been so focused on asking Allah to change her circumstances that she didn't realize He was changing her asterisk. Her faith, tested by the fire of hardship, had emerged stronger, more resilient. Sometimes, Allah doesn't remove the storm from our lives. Instead, He strengthens our hearts to withstand it. He calms our souls in the midst of the chaos, teaching us that true peace isn't the absence of problems, but the presence of unwavering faith. Sarah learned that her greatest blessing wasn't a life without trials, but a heart that could find tranquility and trust in Allah no matter the weather. If this story resonates with you, and you've ever found a moment of peace in the middle of your pain, let us know in the comments by writing, "I still trust Allah."